Hi Aqua-Tots families, Andrea here, answering another question from my Ask Me Anything series, and this is from Ankita that wants to know, how do you get a young child comfortable with putting their face under the water without upsetting them? So first I will tell you it's completely normal for your child to be upset about putting their face under the water. It's about 50% of the kids, especially the young kids, do get upset. So there's nothing abnormal about it. But I will tell you, putting your face under the water is an adaptive skill. It's one of those things where the more they do it, the more comfortable they will be. My son was the same way when he was 3 years old and refused to put his face under the water. And I had to just be very consistent, and they will overcome it, and you will get to celebrate. So I'm sure I'm sure that it's already starting to happen if you're consistently coming, because again, it's just adaptive. The second thing, we don't do anything for more than the count of 5, so you can practice that at home. Have them hold their air. We call it fishy cheeks, hold their air, and count to 5, and tell them that coach won't let them do it for more than 5. So they just hold their air, go under the water, come up, and you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and count it really quick. So that's another thing to prepare them and know that they are in control and that coach has them, and coach is there and they are completely safe. The other thing I noticed that helps, taking showers or getting water on their face. I know my son did not like it, and I know lots of kids that don't want to put their face in the water will not take a shower. If you can incorporate that in, the more that you do that, the more comfortable they will get with feeling the water on their face. I will tell you, there's no other way to learn than to get your face under the water. Because if your son or your daughter fell in to water and you weren't around, they're going under. And you want them to remain calm and find safety right away. Get up, get on your back, get to the wall as quickly as possible. You do not want them to panic. You also want to make sure they know how to hold their air. So that will help them in survival time. So it's so important. Last resort, not sure if you tried goggles. That worked with my son. Goggles can go either way. I did a video on that if you want to look in our YouTube and pull up the one on goggles. Kids can get dependent on it. We do work with them and ask them to do certain skills without goggles so they don't get dependent on it. Because the reason why is if they fell into water, they most likely won't have their goggles on. So again, we don't want them to panic either. But it did help bridge my son in getting more comfortable. But his thing is he won't open up his eyes underwater. He keeps them closed if he doesn't have his goggles on. So we're continuing to work with him, and he's 6. So I will tell you, it's an adaptive skill. Keep at it. He will get more and more comfortable the more he does it and builds that trust with his coach. I hope that helps. You get a $25 account credit. Thank you for your question. Like this video, put Aqua-Tots Horsham in the comments, and you'll be entered in to the contest to win a month of free swim lessons at the end of the month. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.